Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Melanie's journal, and today I'm going to show you my March setup for 2022. And in this month we are going to go to Laketown, which we see in the Hobbit movies, in the first Desolation of Smaug movie, and it's where the dwarves, they are smuggled into Laketown by Bard the bowman, and who helps them to get to Lonely Mountain, although that's not really what he was bargaining for, but anyway, that happened. So I'm actually going to take you along with the cover page, and this is a view of Laketown. It's a quite crude drawing, as you can see, but I'm hoping with some colouring all the detail will help it really pop and look as realistic as I possibly can. Now this video will probably be quite late uploaded in this month. I actually went on holiday for almost 2 weeks, so yeah, I'm a bit behind on schedule. I'm also starting a new job, so it will be quite hectic, but I'm hoping March will be still uploaded in March, and I will be able to upload April on time. But anyway, let's get started and go to this cover page of Laketown. So the color palette for this month, it's mainly going to be a lot of blues and browns. Laketown, it's a very poor, smoky, filthy town, as it's described by its inhabitants. So I'm going to try to convey that here too. I'm going to start with, as always, creating a kind of base layer. In this case, it's going to be a bit of a gradient from the sky. Trying to keep quite smoky, and then go on to the water, which is going to be a bit more clear. Actually, it'll probably be one of the brightest colors here on this page. And then the other buildings are going to be a combination of browns and blues and some gray, to really get that smoky, old London type of feel. Moving away from all the brightness of Mirkwood, the coziness of Hobbiton, going into the world of men, which is going to be our first introduction to them in all of the movies, I believe. So again, I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible this month, especially because I don't have that much time to really do it. But I hope you will enjoy seeing the process nonetheless. as you can see, here is our first base layer of Laketown. It's still rather flat and dull, but hopefully with all the detailing that's going to go in, it's going to be a bit more lively and look a bit more realistic. And here we have the final cover page for March. Not yet 100% sure if I like it completely, but we're just going to move on to the next. And here we have the monthly goal page, which I covered with the washi tape, and now I'm going to color in the sword and shield. Was a very quick page, but here we're done with the sword and the monthly and Instagram goals page. So here we have the habit tracker and mood tracker page. As you can see, I've already started to fill out some of it because I'm filming this late into March. And here is the mood tracker page, which is one of the family trees. It's a tapestry that Bard finds in Laketown of the family of Durin, so Thorin's family. And basically I've made it so that every head here is one of the days, and I will be coloring them in accordingly. So as a quick background, I'm going to make it blue, which was what the film showed the color would be. I'm going to add some more metallic detailing, probably more orange, and then the moods are going to be different colors of gold, so it kind of fits all together. So this is going to be, again, a very quick painting. Of course, all the outlining and the sketching, that took a very long time, but this part is going to be very easy. I don't mind if it's a little bit patchy, because it's a very old tapestry, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want it to do it too thickly, because then it's going to be harder to see the lines for the later tracking. Okay, so the blue background has dried completely, and now I'm going to go in with some of the metallic detailing. As you can see, I've already given the color to the moods, so hopefully this will be a very nice, very shiny piece once the month is done. Here's the final habit and mood tracker page. So very, very shiny. Very happy how this turned out, with the Aungkon stone in the middle, the crown of 7 stars for Durin, the crown, the anvil, and of course we have Thorin and his sister Dis and his brother. Fili and Kili aren't on here, but you know, the rest is. So yeah. Okay, so here we have the first of the March weeklies, which is Bard, and he's bringing the dwarves into Laketown, going through the old ruins of the Esgaroth city. So again, this is going to be quite a simple palette, mainly blues, greys, and some black, but I hope you enjoy seeing that process. Here the first week of March is done. As I said, it's a very simple color palette, but I think it worked out quite well. I like the shimmering. It's supposed to be a bit of the ice that they have to pass through. And I've added some of the washi tape. Going on to week 2, and here we have the inside of Bard's house, which is the kitchen. So I thought this was really a fun image to draw, and that's something that we see very quickly. I think it's only a few seconds in the film, but I really liked it. I thought it was quite sweet in comparison to quite a lot of the atrocities that happen within Laketown. So I hope you enjoy seeing me color this in. Is the second week of March all done. I try to keep it relatively simple, not too much detailing because the sketch itself was quite detailed, but yeah, I really like how this one turned out, and I hope you guys did too. Now we Okay, here we have the third week of March, and I am actually really happy with how this drawing turned out. This is the painting that the very corrupt master of Laketown has hanging. It's him in his best wares, looking absolutely fabulous and very fake. And I think it's a really funny portrait. So I thought it would be really nice to draw that here. So it's very over the top. I also didn't really look at the proportions, because the painting itself is really not proportionate to who he is. But I really like that, so I'm going to start coloring. It's going to be very colorful in comparison to the other pictures, which would be a nice break in these 5 weeks of March. Here we have the final finished week of the portrait of the master of Laketown. Really happy again how this turned out. It's still very watercolory. But yeah, I think it's really effective. I really love all the shining gold. So that's it. Now we can go on to the next one. So for the 4th week of March, this is a scene of Tauriel, the dwarves, and Bard's children leaving Laketown once the dragon has attacked. I wasn't really sure what to do with this week, but I found this scene and I really liked it. Changed it a little bit to make it a bit more simple, and also to add Philly and Killy, both of them in here, because it was actually both her instead of Killy. But I really like this, so I hope it's going to turn out relatively well. And here we have the final 4th week of them escaping Bard's house once Smaug attacks. Again, kept it quite simple. I'm not 100% sure I like Tauriel, but you know, oh well, whatever. There's been enough painting for this month, so now we're going to go on to the last and final week. So here we have the final weekly, which is Bard fighting Smaug the dragon. I think it was one of the promotional pictures that they posted before the movie came out. And again, it's the drawing itself was not too difficult, and the painting will be nice and vibrant. So I'm looking forward to ending the month of March with this painting. And here is the finished final week of March, which is just in time as this week is ending when you will see this this video. So I'm glad I was able to finish that on time. Now we're going to go to the last and final piece, which is the mind map page, which will be going right here. This is going to be the painting for the mind map page of March, which is Bard and his family, his daughter Sigrid, his son Bane, and his youngest daughter Tilda. And I drew them as if they are inside the house posing for a family picture. It's actually a few different images that I combined together. I give them a bit more happy smiles. But I'm really happy with how this drawing turned out, so I hope the painting will be nice as well. And here is the final and finished page. The mind map drawing of Bard and his children. So now it's time to put in and give you a final flip through of the month of March. Alright, so it's time for the final flip through. Here we have the March cover page, a scene of Laketown, the monthly and Instagram goals with Bard's sword, the habit and mood tracker. This is the family tree of Thorin. It's a tapestry that Bard finds in Laketown. This is Bard entering Laketown, bringing the dwarves. Here we have the inside of Bard's house, kitchen. Here we have a portrait of the very corrupt master of Laketown, who eventually is drowned by Smaug as he drops from the sky. Here we have Tauriel, Sigrid, Bard's daughter, and Fili and Kili escaping Bard's house once the dragon is there. There's just a hint of some fire going on. And then this is Bard facing Smaug the dragon. Quite happy how this one turned out, to be honest. And then the final thing is the mind map page with a smiling portrait of Bard and his 3 children. This is Bane, Sigrid, and Tilda. And of course the black arrow on top here, which is what Bard uses to kill Smaug. So that's it for this month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and next time I'm going to show you how I make my April spreads. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment and please subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thank you. Bye bye.